Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Tuesday.
And welcome to not really a new concept, but one that we haven't done in a hot minute, even though we have done Thrift with Us recently. But we haven't done a Thrift with Us at regular Goodwills in a long time.
It's been such a minute, and I'm so excited.
And actually, today is a special Go Thrift with Us at the thrift stores. Mike
jumped off.
Because we are actually going to venture off to thrift stores that we haven't been to in a hot minute.
It's gonna be
that
so
are
fun.
kind of far away, and they are in the bougiest, most wealthy cities in Minnesota. Yeah.
Which is gonna be wonderful because that means nice things.
I'm sure for those that watch us that are from Minnesota, you guys will instantly recognize these Goodwills because these ones do have quite good reputations around our little area. But these are some very primo, nice areas. There are huge lakes over here with giant mansions on them. So we have some pretty high hopes for going sourcing today.
I've done quite well. I found a Bottega Veneta jacket at one of these Goodwills before. Found a lot of really nice anthro, good free people, good little upper level bread and butter things, and then we have found some fancy things. I think one of these was the first time I'd ever found Aviator Nation.
Oh, really?
Was I found a pair of sweatpants at this Goodwill.
Yeah, these Goodwills are the ones where as soon as at the bins, when a row comes out and you can tell it's store pulls from these locations, you're like, oh, I gotta go through everything.
Everybody kind of goes a little crazy.
Whether you're a vintage person, like a luxury person, anthro-free people person, these stores usually deliver on all ends of the spectrum.
Yes, they do.
So we're super excited. We just came up with this idea randomly this morning, and we're like, oh my gosh, we should just take a little day trip. Because again, it is a little bit farther out for us. But we should take a day trip, and we should just go to the Boujie areas and take you guys along.
See what we can find.
Because we've been here maybe 3-4 times, but we've never brought you guys. So this will be quite exciting.
There's always an opportunity to bring a friend.
So we have 3 specific Goodwills in mind. But if we look on Google Maps or spot something else along the way or just want to take you guys somewhere else,
we'll bring y'all with.
We won't hesitate because I won't hesitate.
You won't hesitate.
Because we don't know these areas super well, so something could totally just pop up. But we're super excited. And I hope you guys are too. And let's hit up the first one. The first one's I think the one I'm most excited for, but they can all do great. So let's go to the first one. What are we manifesting? Goodwill number 1.
Manifesting good spring summer. I need
last time here, what did you say you found?
I found a lot of really good Aritzia last time I was here.
Yes, he's found a super puff here, I believe.
No, that was at a different Goodwill.
Oh, another one we're going to today, though.
Yes, I found Bottega Veneta.
Bottega Veneta.
I found some good jeans.
Yeah, and this is also, they have a lot of stuff here usually, so let's go, guys. At this Goodwill, we both grabbed our own cart because it might be necessary. I first went right over to the shoes, and right away I actually spotted a few pair that caught my attention. First one being this color block shoe that was not a good brand. With metallics being in, I had to check out these weird peep toe heels, but they were nothing either. Then I spotted these adorable Dolce Vita shearling Sherpa mules. They're $15, so I'm not going to be grabbing them, but I would have loved to get those. I also spotted these Sorels, but they were $30, so I'll have to pass on them too. Next up, I decided to check out the dresses, which are right by the shoes, and here are a few I found that I won't be grabbing. So this is a new tag J. Crew. It was $59.99. That's gonna be a no from me. This Lily Pulitzer was $15, and it was so plain and so boring for Lily, so that's a definite no. This was a Free People that was $9. But it's cold shoulder, and cold shoulder is so beyond out of style that I was not going to grab it. We have a J. Crew collection, high retail, low resale value. Well, walking past the men's, I spotted an Ed Hardy skull tie, so I might offer it to Ryan for Depop because I know the Depop people love them some Ed Hardy. Then I moved on to the pants and jeans. As you can see, there are just endless higher end brands, such as Hudson, Joe's, Lysé. Basically, over half the stuff you see at this Goodwill would be sold at a Nordstrom rack or some other kind of higher end discount store. I would have loved to pick up these Athleta pants. They are the Brooklyn wide leg, which is a great style, but at $14.99, I just can't do it. Still, in all of these pants, I just kept finding decent high-ish end brands like AG, there was a lot of Hudson. Okay guys, here are my finds from the pants. This was a brand called Mascara. It said Mascara Paris, so I wanted to Google it. It wasn't anything, so I did pass on it. I found this pair of Beta brands. They're petite and they're 13. Though they are a better style, being a black, straight flare leg, they were also dirty, so there was just so many reasons not to pick those up. Then I also found this cream pair of pants, and they are actually by Icebreaker. I didn't even know that Icebreaker made more classic kind of looking pants. For $7, I'm totally gonna get these. I love to sell Icebreaker. I also found these Theory pants. They were only $7, and I thought about them for a while, and then I was like, Jack, I don't know about that. So they did go back by the end. These were a pair of Spanx jeans, size small, for $9. I feel like that's worth it. Spanx aren't selling as well for me anymore, but for $9, I think it's not that bad. En Saison is a decently high-end brand. The resale value is not really there though, so I skipped it. And this was a new bolo to me called Cow Tao, and it had good comps, so I actually did pick these red wide legs up. One of the first pair of pants I saw was a pair of Frame. They were skinny and $11, so I had to pass on them. If they were a better style, maybe I would do $11. Do you see what I see? It's the Show Me Your Moo-Moo. Coachella was actually just happening, so I did give these H&M Coachella jeans a Google, but they are basically worthless, so that's a no. On to one of my favorite sections, the outerwear. Right away there was this Marrakesh camo moto jacket. Back in the day I would have been so excited to find it. Even for $13 I probably would have paid that, but nowadays that's not a go for me. This is a brand called Sitwell. It is an Anthro brand and it was only $7, but it is so old I just couldn't do it. Another painful pass. This was a polka dot skirt by Bowden with the new label, but it was $15 again. Alright, here's a better find. So this is a mini checker skirt, and it is only $7, and this is by Jill Sander, which is a luxury brand. I don't think this will have a ton of value, but I'm still excited to find it, and I'm gonna get it. This leopard printed skirt almost felt like St. John, and it actually was by an expensive brand called Pink Tartan. The resale value is not that great, but it is a higher end brand. I went up to the little designer boutique Nuitag higher price section in the front, and there was some free people. There was a Nuitag Bowden that made my heart sad, and mainly just a lot of Nuitag stuff. That's what they really like to mark up. Now if I could just scrape off that pesky Target logo on this tag. This is a clip of me very robotically flipping through the shirts, and that's because I have a small story time for you guys. So I was in this aisle, hey look, a frame. I was in this aisle, and next to me, in the aisle next to me, these two women who clearly didn't come together but knew each other were talking, and one was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of Minnesota being cold. I think I'm just gonna go to England on Monday. So that's how bougie these people are in this city. Kind of like the frame we just passed over, this rag and bone is just too plain and basic, so I can't even pay $4. 2 of 2. Now we found the spiritual gangster robe also. Somebody has a FabFitFun box. This top was Pilcrow by Anthro, and it was a decent price, but I just did not like the style even though it was newer. I almost picked up a Lewin Gray from the thrift store. This was so cute, this Aloha summer hoodie. I loved it. Proof that Goodwill marks stuff even higher than the retail.
First step for me at the normal Goodwill store is always the shoe section, and this little pair of Bowden shoes was kind of cute. They were $11 though, which was just a little out of budget. These, same thing, they are Beach by Matisse, absolutely love them, but $15 for these was a little bit expensive, so I did unfortunately put them back. This little pair of Seychelles sandals, funny enough, I found a very similar pair in yellow a couple of days ago, but they were $12.99. This was a really nice little Gola sneaker. Gola is a brand that does pretty good for me, but Goodwill wanted $30, and the condition I definitely don't think was $30 worthy. These were really interesting to me. So they were a pair of these are what I thought to be On Cloud, those really expensive running sneakers. They were $20 at Goodwill, but these were so fake. And I'd never seen a pair of fake On Cloud running shoes before, but like they just feel so chintzy. Moving into the clothing, this was a really nice little Lafayette 148 piece. I think the P means it's a size small. Goodwill wanted $9 for this, which I thought was just a little bit too much, and then I noticed there was unfortunately a few runs, which I'm gonna have to pass on that one. This was a really cute little Torrid piece, but unfortunately it was a size 0, which is a size in Torrid that I really don't pick up, and it was $15, which was kind of a lot, even though it was only $35 new. Goodwill wanted $15 for it. This was a really cute little Abercrombie & Fitch. This was only $7. I would have considered this $7. I thought it was just a little bit too high, but it was this really adorable little pink satin. This I got from my sister. It is a John Galt, Brandy Melville little New York t-shirt. She wears the life out of these, so I will always send them to her. This really adorable little Madewell piece was $7, which I thought was just a little bit too high. This was a very good example of how my day went at this Goodwill. Very nice pieces, like this frame sweater, it was $7, but there was moth holes all over it. The condition was just not there, so I did leave that one behind, but it would have been a really wonderful thing to find if see, there's holes on the back from the tag. This was a new brand to me, Anna Kate, and it looked pretty expensive, but the further I looked at this, the more that I realized that it was covered in gray stains. So I did leave that behind. This Equipment top I thought was really nice, and it was absolutely adorable, but the pits were just not with us today, unfortunately. She had checked out for the weekend. This was a very good pickup. This was a little Johnny Was for Love and Liberty blouse. It's silk. It has this beautiful butterfly and moth print all over it, and there was not a single run I could find. I thought about getting this. It's an Eileen Fisher piece. It was only $9, which I didn't really think was that bad, but I really loved this kind of like oversized leg and look style. This kind of stuff is really good for me, and I noticed that it had a lot of stains in the front, and I really didn't know if I was going to be able to bleach any of those out. This was a find and a half. It's a really nice men's Robert Graham t-shirt that they had in the women's section. It's only $5, which perfect. And it has this really amazing skull emblem on it, so I think this is going to be perfect for Jack. This Puma top I actually really did like, but unfortunately it was a little bit out of the budget, but if it was a bins find, I would have been very happy with it. And then Jack found this little older Free People piece that we passed on. This is a little We the Free skirt. Goodwill wanted $7 for this, which I thought was just a little bit too much. I did like the little circle zipple ring though, but my skirts really haven't been moving that much for me. This I absolutely did pick up. It is this beautiful pair of a Goldie, and there is the tag. Really amazing pair of distressed shorts. I have been loving finding summer stuff recently, and so these were an amazing find for $11. After looking through some denim, I found this really interesting pair of Ralph Lauren jeans. They were $9, which I didn't think was that bad, but they had these really fun velvet cuffs, and now that I'm doing this voice recording, I'm starting to think that I probably should have gotten these. They were actually super cute. So, that's disappointing. Jack gave these to me, which is wonderful and not disappointing. It's this beautiful Hawaiian printed little skirt. It has like a little tie front skirt situation and then a pair of shorts underneath it, and it is Hilo Hattie. This is a tag from the late 90s, early 2000s, so it is not like a vintage piece, but it is still worth a wonderful pretty penny. This was an interesting pair of Hudson jeans, but not for $15. Another really fun pair of Hudson jeans, but again, they were crazy expensive. And I remember a time when I would have been so excited to find a pair of frame jeans at the Goodwill. This pair of Abercrombie & Fitch jeans I actually would have gotten if they weren't $15. Comps look to be between $40 and $50. For this style, Abercrombie jeans can do really good, so I was bummed that I couldn't get these. Goodwill was just out here going absolutely wild today. I was actually kind of really disappointed when I couldn't get this dress. It's a COS piece, which if you don't know, is like the upper level H&M. It was $9. It was this beautiful top, but it had some really unfortunate snagging in the front. This Gap cardigan was actually one of my favorite things that I found today, but I unfortunately did leave it behind. I personally don't have a use for it, even though I really would love to wear this. I just don't think I'd really wear it a ton. And $9 for a Gap cardigan is just a little bit too much to resell, so I hope somebody finds this and loves this because it was absolutely adorable.
I got 7 items right here for $40. I think you saw every single thing except maybe not this green item, which is a Nation LTD top, but the total was $47. Not bad. Now we are gonna go to lunch. So we're headed to lunch now before our next Goodwill. But I do have 2 quick little story times. I don't know if I told you guys in the voiceover or not, but first off, I was in an aisle, and like we said, this is a very bougie, ritzy area.
Like, these people have like old money.
And there were these 2 women in the row next to me, and one was just like, oh my gosh, I'm just getting so tired of the weather here in Minnesota, so I'm gonna fly off to England on Monday.
Can you imagine?
That must be nice.
That'd be so fun. Like, I'm just gonna take.
And the other lady was like, oh yeah, like I did that last summer. Or so it was just very like, oh yeah, that's life. And then literally in that same aisle, some woman comes like barging into me, and I nicely let her buy right in front of Ryan, so Ryan can vouch for me. She says, oh, so you're buying women's tops? And I just said, yep.
Is that any of your business?
And she said, you must have a nice girlfriend.
It took everything in me.
I do.
Be like, no, he doesn't. But he's a wonderful fiance.
Yeah. So that was that. But we did get a few good things. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry time. Food.
Yeah.
We stopped by a grocery store that has a lunch buffet, and I got a taco salad, and then we were on our way to the next Goodwill. I think that this footage of this lake is the exact same lake from the beginning lake footage sequence in this video, but this is the big lake with all the giant freaking houses on it. If you ever come to Minnesota, check out Lake Minnetonka. Howdy, y'all.
Okay.
Howdy, y'all. Okay, so we are at Goodwill number 2,
yes.
And unfortunately, this might be Goodwill number last.
Because they all close at 6,
yeah,
and it's 4:30.
It's a Sunday, and we have an hour and a half left, and the other one is a good probably like 10, 15 minutes away, so we would have to book it through this one. And the thing is, the one we're at now is very good.
It has done very well for us in the past.
Ryan has seen a Chanel jacket
it was
in the
$600.
case.
I didn't buy it, but this is my first Goodwill where I ever found Aviator Nation.
Yes, this is a really good one. So I think that we're just gonna like go a little harder in this one and not go to the other. The other, I'm honestly not even sure how good it is because it's in like a decent area, but it's not as good of an area as these other 2 that we've been to.
Hoity-toity. These people are wealthy.
So we'll see, but I'm thinking it's just gonna be this one, but we'll try to give you like more clips in here to make up for it. So wish us luck, and hopefully we find some
fingers crossed,
some Chanel. We decided to share a cart at this Goodwill because it's just not as big as the last one, though it can have just as many nice things. And right away we went over to, once again, that little designer new with tag luxury high-end boutique area. They just put new with tag things there and stuff that they consider nice. Sometimes I wonder how they pick it out, and sometimes it does make sort of sense. Like the fact that there's a Dooney and Burke here, I kind of get that. There was some Coach, there was some Rebecca Minkoff, and some Cole Haan, I believe. There was also this Gucci Gigi Marmont belt, and it did have the weight to justify it seeming real, but nothing else said it was real. No markings, no anything. I don't even think the belt was leather. This Goodwill really does their research. For $20, they have Ragged Priest jeans, which not even all resellers know Ragged Priest as a brand, so that was kind of surprising to me. Well, I'm tired of looking at overpriced stuff, so let's go over to the shoes. The shoes were a total flop, not a single even decent pair to be found, so let's move on to the dresses. And right away in the dresses, I found this new with tag J. Crew jumpsuit that they marked at $20. So apparently the front is not the only area with marked up items. I also found this dress that I just thought was so pretty. I like this green lace, and it was an older Eva Franco piece, but I can't pay $13 for old Eva Franco, but it was pretty. I also found this Urban Outfitters dress. It was $7. This would definitely be a bins pickup, but I do not pay that for Urban Outfitters. Then I moved on to the pants. In the pants, my first find was a pair of Banana Republic pants for $15. So again, the markups don't end at the front. There was this pair of Free People legging type pants. They weren't the most current, modern, cute style, so I passed on them. They were also a bit washed. These Banana Republics were $7. Tell me the difference. Nasty Gal for $11. I'm sure Nasty Gal clearance is out under $11. Also, Rag & Bone for $7 right behind that, so make it make sense. This has been quite the day of beta brands so far. These were small petite for $11, and the comps on beta brands nowadays are just not good enough to justify that. And a few pants pared down, I found a normal size small for $10.99 as well, and that will be another pass from me. These J. Crew pants were really nice, size 14. I would have loved to find something like this in the bins, but I just cannot pay $9. And on to my favorite section, the blazers, and there was nothing. Spoiler alert. But across from them, I did find these really cute J. Crew shorts, corduroy blue, so adorable. Can't pay that price, but would love to find them in the bins. I don't know who donated a whole cupboard of Anthropologie mugs, but they even mark those up. These were all $10, and they had at least 8 of them, I believe, in a bunch of different letters. So I'm not sure how they got all those, but $9 is a little cuckoo. While giving up my search, I did in the front once again spot this Anthropologie red trench. I almost considered paying $30 for it, but the comps were like $60, so that kind of swayed my opinion.
And here we are at the most expensive Goodwill's most expensive section. This is going to be fun. A $60 pair of Bathies gives me a heart attack. Pair of nice halogens, $35, probably more than they would be at Nordstrom Rag. This pair of Stuart Weitzman's was actually really cute, $130. I didn't think that was like too terrible. Franco Sarto's crazy expensive. This Allison Joy top was $20. This section is the funniest thing in the entire world to me. This really hysterically cheap fake Gucci belt was $35. I have a real one, and they are supposed to connect, and there's no markings on the back of this. I audibly gasped when I saw that this blazer was not $70, it was in fact $700. It's a beautiful Dolce & Gabbana blazer. I was fairly certain it was real, but I wasn't 100% sure. And especially if you're buying something from a thrift store, like, you would want to be 100% sure. But it was beautiful, and they had her locked up for $700. This Goodwill is kind of, unfortunately, becoming everything gets really expensive. These little no-name shoes were $15, which I thought was ridiculous. This pair of Madewell shorts I didn't think was too bad at $11. I did think it was just a little bit too much to spend on a pair of shorts to sell, but they were really cute and they were good for the season. This pair of Super Down shorts I did think was really cute, but I didn't think the price was super cute for $9, and they didn't feel like the best condition, so I left them behind. This little Zara skirt, unfortunately, was another case of something that was crazy overpriced. So it was new with tags, and it was $13 at Goodwill. That's insane. I think it actually might have been a pair of shorts, now that I'm thinking about it. This was a really adorable pair of MNG suit pants, just like a cute little fast fashion, kind of like Zara. $9. I really loved these, and I kind of wish they would have fit me because they were so cute. This piece thankfully did not get overpriced, but it was still too expensive. It was this really cute little Free People tunic, and I think this is actually supposed to be a dress, and they had it in the tank top section, but it is still unfortunately $9, but it was still cute. This little helmet length top I didn't get only because of the style. It did look a little dated, and even if I sent it into the RealReal, they really wouldn't price it that high, and I wouldn't probably make anything. It was $7, and there was a few condition issues on it as well. This Goodwill was really not gonna ever let any of that Zara slip through their little fingers. Every single Zara piece that I saw, most of which were new with tags conveniently, were also marked so high. This Bowden sweater would have been another really good pickup, but unfortunately it was $11, which is way too expensive. I loved the print to this J. Crew top, but I am not spending $9 on a dated J. Crew blouse, but it was still really cute and very Minneapolis.
So change to the change of plans. We actually are at the third Goodwill right now because, as y'all just saw, the last one was absolutely ridiculous.
Goodwill, I know some of you watch some of these videos every now and again. Stop that. Stop pricing this stuff so high.
We've just been, this whole drive, we've just been like talking about like how ridiculous and how just business wise it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't really matter to us because then it just goes to the bins because no one's gonna pay that much. I just don't understand their thought process behind marking that stuff that high, like Banana Republic at like $20. Something marked at $700. I would love to see a authenticity little certificate pinned to that because
you should have.
That's questionable. Anyways, we're at the third one. I highly doubt that this one's gonna be as atrocious as the last one.
There'll be a few clips at least.
There'll be a few. But yeah, at least we got to go to all three. We actually now have like 40 minutes here, so we're good. We're cruising.
We got plenty of time.
So let's hopefully enjoy this one.
Yes.
Ryan and I both went to the dresses first. We've both kind of been doing that a lot lately while sourcing, of course, because we are getting into dress season. Then I moved over to the blouses and tops to just poke around, and I first found this. Oops. This is like the third time I've dropped something while filming. I just edited the other ones out, but that's kind of the theme of the day for me. Walking over to the pants, of course, my attention went right to these really loud, colorful, juicy couture pants that I almost dropped again. I think Ryan was overlooking at the shoes, but I was just vibing in the pants again. I didn't pick these up, but some people may have. These were Eileen Fisher leather front panel pants. They were $13. If they were a little less, I maybe would have taken the risk, but I just can't sell her stuff. And right across from them were a pair of white wide leg comfy dress pants by none other than Beta Brand once again. And of course, they're a petite once again. These ones were $9. I considered it for a little and then rechecked comps and didn't consider it at all. And another pair of Athleta pants that I have to skip again because they're marked too high. These were $25, but they were really cute. So here's what we found in the pants. First off, some Spanx size medium for $7. They were a zipper ankle green pant. I definitely wanted those. Those Beta Brands that, like I said, I googled them and ended up skipping. A pair of really cute Athleta camo pants. I actually have these in my store right now, but they were $20, and I am not paying $20 for them. I haven't even sold my pair. This pair of Bowden pants were $15, and even if they were cheap, I would have never bought those. More Beta brand. Wow. $9, good price, but I just can't sell Beta brands anymore. Some older Anthropologie pants for $7. I did consider them, but they were just too plain, so I didn't get them. And then You Look Ugly Today as a brand name. I don't like that.
And here we are back in the shoe sections. My favorite. This little pair of Michael Kors flats was unfortunately not in the best condition, and they were $13. I do pick things up off the floor. I'm a good person. Christian Siriano, these still had the Payless sticker on them. Those were of no interest to me. Another little pair of Christian Sirianos. This was a really nice little pair of Steven by Steve Madden, but they still had the Macy's Backstage sticker for $20, and then they had a $12 Goodwill sticker. This was a really cute little $7 ASOS dress. I really like this, but I really don't pick up too much ASOS unless it's in the bins. My dad is a big Tommy Bahama person, so sometimes when I find it out when I'm sourcing, I will pick it up for him, but this $20 button-up was ridiculously expensive. I just thought this Christmas snow globe was so terrifying. Why is it yellow? And another case of something I would have gotten if it was less expensive. This was a really beautiful floral Nuit-Tag Athleta bikini bottom that was $15. Shockingly, something I did get, this is a really beautiful pair of floral little cargo shorts. These are by Sundance, and they are Nuit-Tag Sundance with the blue, a wonderful size 8. These were amazing, and I was more than happy to pay the $7 for them. I really do love selling Levi's shorts, but I do not love paying $9 for Levi's shorts. This pair of Eileen Fisher pants I did also pass on, even though they were absolutely stunning. I really loved the leather detailing on these, but for $13, they were just a little bit too expensive. And the final wonderful item was this adorable little Nike Victory tennis skirt that I was more than happy to pick up in a size XL. It's stunning, and it's only $9.
Okay, everyone, we are back home now.
Yes.
From our bougie luxury exertion? No. It's like exertion.
Expedition.
I don't think that's
I don't know. I tell people all the time I am an art teacher, not an English teacher.
Me neither.
For a plethora of reasons, that being one.
Yeah. So we're back from our luxury bougie fancy city adventure. I hope you guys had a blast going with us. It was really fun to just kind of like take something we usually do and like twist it up a little and kind of like add a concept to it. Like we're going to this bougie city versus like we're just going to some random Goodwills.
Yeah. I had a good time. I think I found a couple of good little gems.
Yes. We were probably hoping for some better, more shocking things to find and buy, but I just feel like everything good had such freaking high prices.
I was gonna say,
cough, cough.
I think the only shocking thing that I really found was that $700 Dior blazer.
Dolce.
What did I say, Dior?
Yeah.
$700. Either way, for Dolce or Dior.
But also just to think that was in a Goodwill and got donated. Like, what?
Huh?
Again, you're dealing with different kind of people than us.
These people are above and beyond crazy nutsos rich.
So let us know if you guys enjoyed it, and let us know if you'd like to see something kind of similar again in the future. I could think of kind of like 2 more, maybe 3 more areas we could go check out that like are kind of a day trip thrifting. Mm-hmm. We kind of went to the West Twin Cities, but there's also the East, which is like newer and up and coming, and they have some money over there too.
Yes, they do.
There's also the North, which we get to every once in a while, and then there's also this kind of little area over on the border of Wisconsin that's very cutesy and nice.
Yeah, it's like antique shopping.
And maybe we could do something over there at some point too. So let us know if that would interest you. Do you like this compared to like a bins thrift with us? Would you like to see a consignment shopping video at some point? Like a thrift with us, but it's consignment stores?
Oh, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
That would be really
Let
fun.
us know what you guys want to see, because we're always open to doing what you guys want to see from us. Coming up on Thursday is our fun kind of mystery unboxing of something coming up. And
it's gonna be so much fun.
And then coming up on Friday is Mike's birthday vlog on the second channel.
Yay!
And coming up on Saturday is good old-fashioned What Sold Saturday. There might be like a little fun special surprise in What Sold Saturday. A little something that you probably will not want to miss out on.
No.
We're excited.
Very excited.
But we'll see you one of those times, whatever you choose to see us.
Yes.
And we'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.